Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Ice-T gets pulled over in Hudson County, New Jersey. We got the body cam. You get to see how the police got in it, was ready to go to toe-to-toe with Ice-T. Make sure you subscribe at Unique Mecca Audio Prison Story at YouTube and Mecca Audio TV. The prison stories will be on the Prison Story channel. Let's get this thing moving. All right. All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. This is a real interesting one. This is Ice-T from Law and Order. Big superstar. He gets pulled over by the police. He's being respectful as possible. The police is just being a police. You have to know how to deal with the police when you get pulled over. And Ice-T is exemplifying how it's supposed to be done. We're going to talk about it. You let me know if you think this officer was right or wrong. Ice Cube is saying, I'm right across the street from the motor vehicle. Let me park the car here, go in and get the paperwork and come back out and put it on the car, being that everything is expired. I'm only driving to the motor vehicle and I'm here at the motor vehicle and you stop me in the parking lot of the motor vehicle, but I'm not in a parking spot. Could I please put it in a parking spot? The police said, nah. He said, you're not even going to drive it 1 foot because it's expired registration, expired plates. You don't even have a plate on the front, and you got no license, and you got no insurance. So he said, okay, well, let me leave it here, and I'll walk in and get my paperwork right and come back out. He said, no, I'm going to issue you tickets. I'm not going to arrest you, but I'm going to tow your car. Ice-T said, you're not towing my car. What, you lost your mind? And it's the way it play out. Let's get to this. All right.
Oh, sir. What's up, officer? Officer, just let you know you're being recorded, okay?
I'm headed to the DMV. That's where I'm going to get all my registration and everything.
You know your registration expired since 2021.
That's where I'm going.
So you have your license expired as well?
That's why I'm going to the DMV. My paperwork here.
Yo, don't touch me. Don't
give me
like that.
Give me my paperwork. Get this on camera.
Legendary rapper and actor Ice-T, best known for his role as Detective Odafin Tutuola on Law & Order, was pulled over in New Jersey for what looked like a missing front plate on his Porsche. Things took a turn when officers found his registration and license were expired, leading to a heated exchange with the star. Here's how it all went down.
Kilo comes back, negative stolen, 2015 Porsche 911, two-door, color gray. Registration expired.
Step out one. How's it going, sir?
What's up, officer?
Officer Silla, Hudson County Sheriff's Office. Let you know you're being recorded, okay?
I'm headed to the DMV. That's where I'm going to get all my registration and everything straight on this car.
At first, everything appeared to be normal as a simple traffic stop, but things would soon escalate between the actor and the officer.
You know your registration expired since 2021.
That's where I'm going. I'm headed right there.
When did you decide to go and change?
Yesterday. I went yesterday. But
Yeah, but what I'm saying is your registration been expired since 2021.
Cars.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is the officer being an officer. He's already thinking that Ice-T is running game on him because he's like, well, it was expired since 2021. When did you decide to get it straight? This is 2025. 2000, you had 5 years to get it right. And Ice-T said, okay, I had it parked. And, I got a number of cars. I got 7 cars. I wasn't driving it. It was parked. Then he asked him, oh, you sure it was parked? But look how the line of question is, because when they see a black man, they automatically think that they're running some type of scam, and their mentality when they're dealing with you is that you're lying and you're being manipulative, when Ice-T is just being just as honest as possible. Check this out. Look how his line of questioning, like if he's doing something wrong, because he said that he had his car parked, he got 7 cars, and he decided to wait. You know what I mean? because he wasn't going to drive it. Now he feel like driving. It's an old 2015 car. This is 2025. It's a 10-year-old car, officer. It was sitting. I got other brand new cars I was driving. And I decided to take my joint out because it became a vintage, decade-old car.
It's been parked.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course I'm sure. That's why I'm trying to get this car set up to roll. Yesterday I went to the DMV and they said that their system was down, so that's where I'm headed.
Look how he
I
questioned
got
everything.
7 cars. I'm trying to get them all straight.
You say you went to DMV yesterday? They said the system is down?
Yesterday, yep.
All right, let me call the DMV and see if the system was down yesterday. You wait right here. That's the type of crap that they do. If he was a European and he said that, they said, okay, yeah, it probably was down because they've been having problems with it a lot lately.
What time was your appointment yesterday?
You know, like what time was it? Because I think you're lying. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to go check to see if you had an appointment at whatever time you say.
I didn't have an appointment. They just take me.
You need to have an appointment to go to DMV.
I don't need.
You see what I'm saying? He talking to him like it's still COVID. So that's why now Ice-T getting frustrated because like, yo, you interrogate me and I play it when I'm on the show. And you interrogating me, going down the wrong line of questioning like I did something wrong when I'm just going to get my car registered.
Why is that?
Because they know me.
Because they know you.
See, this where Ice-T expect them to just say, well, who are you that they know you? So you can say, oh, I'm Ice-T, I play on Law and Order with such and such, and you know, I'm this big superstar. But that cop is like, I don't care what you do, or who you are, or who know you, you're just a black man being pulled over in my Hudson County, so you sit your ass there and you let me decide what I'm going to do. And that's the mentality that he's having against Ice-T, and Ice-T is busy telling them, like, yo, look, I just came to register my car. I don't want a problem. Here's all my paperwork. I'm right here at the motor vehicle. Let me just go get it registered and we'll be out your way. And look how it play out.
Is your passport? Do you have a driver's license with you?
Yep. I'm getting that. That has. That's expired.
So you have your license expired as well?
That's why I'm going to the DMV.
Makes sense.
Sir, even if you 1 feet, you cannot drive with an expired license.
See what he said? You can't even drive 1 feet. That's the key thing now. See, you can't even drive 1 foot. 1 feet. You can't even drive 12 inches with expired driver's license, expired plates. This is what he's telling them. So this is where it's going to lead into Ice-T telling them, okay, let me leave the car here and walk across the street and get my joint registered and come back, and then I could drive it. I have my license, my registration, and everything will be renewed. So can we just work this out? That's what Ice-T thinking. But officers say, well, nah, you're a black man and you're in Hudson County. So I think you're up to something. You might be a scammer. You know what I mean?
By registration.
I mean, why don't you follow me right to this garage right here? The DMV is right there. You don't gotta be that serious about this.
Now, Ice-T, he tell you, okay, I'm gonna follow you to the DMV, and then all of a sudden you decided to peel out. You know what I mean? Now, when you peel out, right? What do you think is gonna happen when you peel out? They're gonna go on a high-speed chase. You might hit somebody. He might hit somebody. But yeah, Ice-T, you're just talking about really going up the street and having him follow you. But he's not going to trust you like that, Ice-T. Not if you was white. Let's stop it. We got to play the 50. This is not a racial thing. This is just keeping it real here in America for safety and for entertainment and knowledge so you know how to deal with the police when you get pulled over. I say when you get pulled over, play the goofy. Play the goofiest person you are. By the time they're done, they're supposed to think that a person like me is just a layman that's scared of my own shadow. That's how goofy I would play it. That's just me, you know, because they want to feel like you fear them, like you're intimidated by them. Let's look at this.
I mean, you can, but you don't have to.
Well, is it serious? So,
you're making it.
Give me 1 second.
I could park the car right here and then walk to the DMV.
See?
5-6, 6 and 10.
It's 5-6. I'm good. I'm with our row.
Those are all the things.
You said you have other vehicles registered?
I have 7 vehicles.
5-6.
Okay.
Received. Do you want me to start the hood?
It's 5-6. Stand by.
See, where he getting at with that is, oh, you said you got 7 vehicles? Like, oh, you're a scammer? Or you're a drug dealer? If you got 7 vehicles, why you didn't drive one of those that is already registered? Why are you taking an unregistered car to get registered? This is where he's going with it to show Ice-T how crazy he sound saying that. But it's normal. Anybody would do that. All right, I feel like driving a Porsche. Let me go get it registered and then I go up the coast. I mean, not a big deal.
You could have drive the other vehicle who was registered and get this one registered.
You see? Can I handle this? You gonna take me to jail?
What you
I'm not
gonna
gonna take you to jail.
Okay, can I park the car here and walk to the DMV?
I'm gonna tow your vehicle. It's
No,
expired.
you're not. You're not finna tow my vehicle. Let me park my car right here.
You're not gonna move your car, sir. You give me your keys right now, and I'm gonna tow your vehicle.
Now, how would you respond in this situation if you was Ice-T? Put it in the comments. This is a unique Mecca audio tutorial, how to deal with a police stop. How would you respond if he tell you, I'm going to tow your car, even though you're just going to walk in there, register, and you can come out and get it, but instead you got to take an Uber to wherever we tow your car to, because I could do it, and that's the law, and that's what it is. Now, Ice-T trying to be nice as possible, that ain't working. Look how it escalates.
You try to be more respectful with me, I'm gonna respect you the same way.
Well, then let me. You see, I'm going to.
No, you're not gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna tell you what to do. So give me your keys right now.
Power trip.
If you're gonna go that route.
See? Now
I
I'm in
asked you,
charge.
can I park my car?
I said not. Give me your keys, sir.
You see how this is? But Ice complying.
If I'm not under arrest, then I'm getting out of my car.
No, stay in the car before I shoot you in your face.
Give me my paperwork, you fucking.
No, don't touch me. Don't
Give me
like that.
Give me my paperwork. Get this on camera. This motherfucker is. I am a foot away from DMV.
Keep your distance.
You are a fucking asshole.
I'm not an asshole.
How would you respond to that? Would you call the officer a effing a-hole, or would you humble yourself down, or like I said, play the goofy? Yes, sir, I'm an asshole. You know, my mother told me I was an asshole. Quite a few people told me I was an asshole. They even tell me I look like an asshole, officer. That's how he wanted him to respond. They tell me I look like an asshole. And I even know now I may even sound like an asshole to you. You know? But that's what he wants right there. So now Ice-T turned it up. Let's see where it goes.
So you've been an asshole to me.
You are an asshole. I'm trying to get to the DMV. I showed you all the paperwork. Let me start recording your dumb ass.
So 5-6, start the hook and start another unit.
So let me throw this up. Do that.
Alright, 5-6. You're in the parking lot for Dunkin' Donuts, right?
It's 5-6, receive.
Alright, receive. Communications to SO83.
The actor began recording as the officer called for backup. Ice-T appeared visibly angry, frustrated that the officer didn't give him another option to register his vehicle.
I see the SO83. He's going to be 9001 Bergen Line.
Okay, they're at 9001 Bergen Line. How do you think these officers in Hudson County is going to react when they report to the scene that they had to call the sergeant out to deal with Ice-T? Let's see how it play out. And put it in the comments. Keep it 100. Let's keep it moving.
Where the Dunkin' Donuts is. That's right to reach it. That's 5-6, Jacob notified him, bro. That's right for you.
So what happened, Sarge?
What's up, Sarge?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm trying to get to DMV to register my cars.
Okay.
I got all the paperwork and everything there. I asked the officer, could I just go over here or even park my car so that I could walk over there, get all my paperwork together to he says he wants to tow my car.
All right, give me a second. Let me find out what's going on here, and then we'll figure something out, okay?
Okay.
Right,
You're doing a little too much, dog.
Okay. So what I was gonna do is just issue him a ticket, let him park here. Okay. He jumped out of the vehicle. He didn't even ask me. He came so close to me, and he said he called me an asshole. He called me an asshole, and he said, "Give me all your paperwork right now." All right. And everything's been recorded, and your vehicle's been towed, and you're receiving tickets. Used for right now for tactical purposes.
The officer received permission to issue the actor 4 tickets, including one for driving with a suspended license.
Look how he trying to work with IT, but his man ain't trying to play it. Look how the sergeant trying to play this thing out. Make sure you subscribe at Mecca Audio TV.
All right, you can issue him a ticket, and that's going to be it, right? He's going to leave the car here? Up to you, whatever you want to do. Yeah, we'll go with that, okay? You're going to leave the car here? Okay. Yeah, he's going to park the car here. No problem. Go across the street and get the stuff, the paperwork for the car. Okay, but he's getting 4 tickets, though. All right, okay.
See, right there, the sergeant is doing his job, and he's trying to defuse it because this officer is still pushing it because the sergeant made the call that you're not going to tow his car. You're going to let him leave his car here, go across the street, get his paperwork right, and come get his car. But as far as him driving without all those registrations and, paperwork, that's your call, what you want to do. But, you want to break it down to only 2, violations instead of 4. So the sergeant let him know that, you was a little aggressive, break it down to 2 to show him that you're working with him. So you could tell him, I could have gave you 4 tickets, but I gave you 2. So then Ice-T would have had a reason to say, thank you, officer. But you're telling me I'm going to give you 4 tickets and I'm going to let you leave your car here, but I'm giving you 4 tickets when you could have just let me walk across the street and gave me no tickets. So the sergeant is playing it. That's why the sergeant is a sergeant. That's why the sergeant's letting them know that, no, you sure you don't want to just give him 2 tickets? Like, work with him, because that's how you build communication with the community.
Driving a registered motor vehicle, driving with an expired license. Okay. Improper display, he got no front plates and no inspection sticker. Okay.
See, he pushing it. He lucky he ain't write him up for being black also.
How many did you make out already? What's that? 4.
See, that's the lieutenant trying to tell him how many of them you made out already. If he would have said he did 2, the sergeant would have said, okay, just leave it at that. But this dude is so overzealous that Ice-T had the balls to be a man in front of him instead of playing the goofy. This is how they treat you when you have the balls to be a man. So if you want to deal with this, then have the balls, be a man, and stand on your rights like Ice-T did. He did nothing wrong. But you got to remember, when you black, you're isolated. They do what they want to do. And if they body cam mysteriously go off, there's no proof or nothing. But the sergeant is trying to tell him, how many you wrote up already? And he jumped out, 4. I got the 4. I'm writing him up for the 4. He deserve it. Gunshots, gunshots, gunshots. That's that officer.
You made 4? You already sent them in?
See? He even asked him, you already sent them in? Because if you didn't send them in, just give him 2. The sergeant doing everything to show this young officer how to work with the community, but the officer is not trying to hear it. So if there's any officers watching this, pay attention to how this sergeant is handling it. This is how you build community communication, Not forcing it. This dude is forcing it. Listen to what's going on here.
Not yet.
Yes? Can you bring it down to 2?
See, that's when the sergeant finally told him, man, could you bring it down to 2 instead of the 4? Because he asked him, did you write it yet? Yeah, I wrote it already. Then he said, did you send it yet? No, not yet. Yo, you could just bring it down to 2. Just send 2 in. Don't send the 4 in. You see how this thing is playing out? Where else you going to get this content but over here at Unique Mecca Audio? Let's keep this 100. All right?
Nah, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, no, it's up to you, bro. I can't talk.
See?
Okay, all right.
You see how he said it's up to you, you know, because he already know, you know, he's supposed to get the 4, but it's your call what you do. But I can't tell you to not do your job and write the 4. You have to make that choice if you choose to do it, and then the judge or whoever have an issue with it when they look at the body cam would say that you made that decision for community, you know, communication and community building. Okay? Now,
I can't tell him as a sergeant what to do. Okay? I can guide him and I can make a recommendation. He's going to give you 4 tickets. Okay? I asked him not to give you the 4 tickets, but he could bring it down to 2. He said, no, he's giving you the 4 tickets.
Right there. See, the sergeant is claiming his props for what he tried to do, even though the officer didn't know how to play the game to build the community relations. So the sergeant is telling Ice-T, I asked him to bring it down to 2 instead of the 4, but I can't tell him what to do. But I did ask him to bring it down to 2. So if you want to make a donation to the Police Athletic Association League, you know, PAL, you know, over here in Hudson County, being that you're living in this area now, feel free to do that on the strength of me. I try to work with you. I can only guide them. So I'm guiding them how to build community relations, but that's his choice. But I wanted to only give you 2. So I'm not the bad guy here. I'm the sergeant trying to work with you. This is my officer that I have to let, you know, make his own call. But that's his call, but I wouldn't have done that. Listen how the sergeant played it off. And right there, he could have asked for a check for the PAL. He did that so exquisitely.
What are the 4 tickets?
He says you have no front plate, no inspection sticker, no registration, and your driver's license is expired.
Okay.
You see that? He said you have. He said. And the sergeant knows that you don't have none of that. But he said, because the sergeant is separating himself from the fiasco of giving him the 4 tickets. When the sergeant know, he would have just told him, all right, I'm gonna give you 30 minutes. I'm gonna give you an hour to go in there and get your paperwork right. If I come back and your car is still here, I'm towing it. And if I see you driving it, I'm gonna arrest your ass. All right.
All right. All right.
It's over 20.
I did, yeah, I did.
Okay. All right.
So I know if you want to come with me or...
Yeah.
Okay.
So they know that that you're not going to get the tow and that you're going to...
Yeah, I'm a living right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if he told you, but everything's being recorded on these body cameras, so... Okay.
So, as for my sergeant, we're not going to tow your vehicle, but you're receiving summonses. Here's your keys. Here's your paperwork, driver's license, everything you gave me. You're receiving a ticket for no front plates.
Where's all the other paperwork?
It's in there. Everything you gave me. It's in the vehicle.
Check it out, guys. Check it out.
You have no inspection, driving expired registration, and driving with expired license.
You're, like I said, you're going to leave the car here and just go to DMV.
I'm walking DMV and handle the business.
So, but you do know your registration is expired and your license too. Right?
That's what I'm going for.
Okay, I'm just letting you know that I didn't know if you just knew your registration was expired. You got both.
I got everything.
Okay, all right.
Okay, you see how the sergeant handled that? What do you think about the way the sergeant handled that? Do you think that the officer was wrong? We know that he could do it if he want to do it, as far as how many tickets he give him or give him no tickets. But do you think the officer was wrong? Do you think Ice-T was wrong? Do you think Ice-T initiated being disrespectful? Or do you think the officer was disrespectful? Or do you think the officer was too aggressive? You know, put it in the comments. Let's see what you think. Let's keep this moving. Remember, subscribe at Unique Mecca Audio Prison Story. Unique Mecca Audio Prison Story for the wildest prison story you was ever hear. And also at Mecca Audio TV. Alright.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. Did not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block. Did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio.